Hello students, welcome all of you in Shamsar's Biology. Today we are going to discuss about an important topic from the photosynthesis chapter, that is photorespiration. In previous video we discussed about C3 pathway, and this photorespiration is also linked with C3 cycle or C3 pathway. So photorespiration is a useful process or wasteful process. So photorespiration is called as wasteful process. So why photorespiration is wasteful process? Because instead of fixation of CO2, CO2 is released out during this photorespiration process. Normally in photosynthesis reaction, actually plant fix the CO2 to produce glucose molecule. But during photorespiration, plant gives out the CO2. Not 100%, but suppose plant absorb 100% CO2, so out of that there will be a loss of 25% CO2 from the plant cell. So that's why this photorespiration is called as wasteful process, and this is totally linked with C3 cycle. Totally linked with C3 cycle. Then question may arise in your mind, why photorespiration takes place inside the plant cell instead of C3 pathway? Normal C3 pathway will not take place here. Why? So there are some causes behind the photorespiration. So which are these causes? So basically there are four causes due to which photorespiration reaction takes place. First cause is decrease in CO2 concentration. Decrease in CO2 concentration. This is the first cause. Second one is increase in O2 concentration. Increase in O2 concentration. Third, increase in temperature. Increase in temperature. And fourth one, bright light. Bright light. Because of these four environmental conditions, plants follow this pathway for preparing their food material, and during this pathway plant will lose CO2, which is fixed already, nothing but 25%. Okay, so this photorespiration cycle is also called as PCO cycle. Photorespiration is also called as PCO cycle, and this photorespiration takes place in 3 cell organelles. Generally, only chloroplast is involved in photosynthesis process, but here during photorespiration, 3 cell organelles are involved. So which are these 3 cell organelles? So out of these, first one is chloroplast itself, second one is peroxisome, and the third one is mitochondria. So these are the 3 cell organelles in which photorespiration process takes place. Okay, so this is the basic information about photorespiration. Now we will see what happens exactly during photorespiration. So all of you know, during dark reaction of the photosynthesis, there is an important enzyme, Rubisco. This Rubisco is very essential to initiate the photosynthesis reaction or dark reaction. So what happens when O2 concentration increases? Rubisco enzyme shows affinity towards the oxygen. Rubisco shows affinity. Rubisco's affinity is towards oxygen. That means instead of fixation of CO2, Rubisco will fix the oxygen. And the amount of CO2, whatever it may be in the plant cell, it will remain unfixed. Okay, and Rubisco changes its affinity towards the O2 only because of increase in O2 concentration. Okay, so During photorespiration, one unwanted molecule produced in the plant cell. Generally, in C3 pathway, by fixing the CO2, two molecules of PGA produced. All of you know phosphoglycerate. Two molecules of phosphoglycerate produced during normal C3 pathway. But during photorespiration, only one molecule of PGA produced. Only one molecule of PGA and another one molecule produced is phosphoglycolate. Phosphoglycolate. So this is two carbon compound. Generally, during dark reaction, what happens? After fixation of CO2, first stable product which is produced is 3 carbon compound, that is PGA, phosphoglycerate. But here, additionally, 2 carbon compound will produce. So instead of 2 PGA molecule, there is only one PGA, and another molecule is phosphoglycolate, which cannot enter into the C3 pathway. So plant have to convert this phosphoglycolate into PGA, and that's why plant will follow this photorespiration reaction. Okay, that means plant have to invest more time to convert this phosphoglycolate into again PGA, and then that PGA will enter into the C3 cycle. Okay, so this is the photorespiration. One by one we will see this reaction in cyclic manner. So suppose these are the 3 cell organelles. First one is chloroplast. Second one is peroxisome, and third one is mitochondria. These are the 3 cell organelles in which photorespiration reaction going to take place. So we will see one by one. So in chloroplast, instead of CO2, Rubisco will react with oxygen. That means reaction will be like this: oxygen plus RuBP, which is the first CO2 acceptor. Right? Here Rubisco is showing affinity towards oxygen, that's why RuBP reacts with O2. Here we can write Rubisco. Now what happens? Due to this reaction, 2 molecules produce. One molecule is PGA and another molecule phosphoglycolate. Right? Here PGA is the 3 carbon compound, phosphoglycolate is the 2 carbon compound. Now phosphoglycolate is shuttled out into the peroxisome. It is shuttled out from the chloroplast and enters into the peroxisome. This phosphoglycolate. So phosphoglycolate will shuttle in, we can say, in the peroxisome. So here phosphoglycolate is converted into glyoxylate. In the peroxisome, what happens? Phosphoglycolate is converted into glyoxylate. Here one enzyme carried out this reaction, which is glycolate oxidase. So we can write here glycolate oxidase. This enzyme is responsible to convert phosphoglycolate into glyoxylate, and this reaction takes place in peroxisome. Here again glyoxylate is converted into glycine. Glycoxylate is converted into glycine by the transamination process. So due to transamination process, this glycine is produced from the glyoxylate. Then glycine is transported to the mitochondria. What happens here then? So from the glycine, one molecule of ammonia and CO2 released out. Here is the loss of CO2 takes place during the photorespiration process. Initially, what we say, plant will given out CO2 during this photorespiration. So at which step or at which place this CO2 is given out during this photorespiration? So this place is mitochondria, and when glycine is taking part in the reaction. So from the glycine molecule, ammonia and CO2 will remove, and glycine is converted into 2 molecules of serine. How many molecules of serine will produce? In this reaction, 2 molecules of serine will produce, right? And during this reaction, 1 molecule of NADH is also produced from NAD+. Here, examination point of view, we have to just concentrate on this thing. During photorespiration reaction, in the mitochondria, CO2 will remove or CO2 will given out, and in what percent? It is 25%. Clear? Now, serine, which is produced in the mitochondria, which is one type of amino acid, this serine is transported into the peroxisome. Serine is transported into the peroxisome, and here in peroxisome, serine is converted into glycerate. Serine is converted into glycerate by using NADH. By using NADH, these serine molecules are converted into glycerate. Then this glycerate is again transported back into the chloroplast. Here, there is a phosphorylation by using ATP. Here, plant will use ATP. That means we can say phosphorylation of glycerate takes place, and there is a formation of PGA. And then this PGA and this one will enter into normal C3 cycle, and plant will prepare their food material. Okay, so this is the photorespiration. Let's summarize it once again. Photorespiration is a wasteful process which takes place during 4 environmental conditions. First one is increase in O2 concentration, second one decrease in CO2 concentration, third one increase in temperature, fourth one bright light. What happens exactly during the photorespiration reaction? Instead of 2 molecules of PGA, plant will produce only one PGA, which is 3 carbon compound, and additional 2 carbon compound will be produced, that is phosphoglycolate. Plant have to convert this phosphoglycolate again into PGA, and for this conversion purpose, plant will follow the photorespiration pathway. So in photorespiration pathway, 3 cell organelles will participate: chloroplast, peroxisome, and mitochondria. In chloroplast, what happens? Oxygen reacts with RuBP instead of CO2 because Rubisco showing affinity towards the oxygen, and there is a formation of 1 molecule of PGA and 1 molecule of phosphoglycolate. Here this phosphoglycolate is transported into the peroxisome. That means it is shuttled out from the chloroplast and enters into the peroxisome. Here phosphoglycolate is converted into glyoxylate by an enzyme glycolate oxidase. Then glyoxylate is converted into glycine by the transamination process. Here glycine, which is formed in peroxisome, is transported into the mitochondria. This step is very important now. In mitochondria, glycine is converted into 2 molecules of serine, and during this conversion, 1 molecule of ammonia, then CO2 is given out, and this is actually a loss of CO2 during the photorespiration process. Then 2 molecules of serine, which are produced in the mitochondria, they are transported back to the peroxisome, and here this serine is converted into glycerate by using NADH molecule. Then this glycerate, which is produced in the peroxisome, is transported into the chloroplast, and in chloroplast there is a phosphorylation of glycerate, and finally molecule will produce, that is PGA, and then this PGA will enters into the C3 cycle and plant will prepare the food material. So here CO2 is given out, that's why photorespiration is called as wasteful process. Then which plants will show photorespiration mechanism? So only C3 plants. Only C3 plants shows this photorespiration mechanism because in C3 plants there is no any alternate mechanism to increase the concentration of CO2 inside the cell. Actually there are another plants, that is C4 plants. They are having an ability to increase the CO2 concentration inside the cell itself. But C3 plants doesn't having this mechanism, and C3 plants are totally dependent on atmospheric CO2 concentration for the photosynthesis process. If there is a slight change in CO2 concentration and O2 concentration, the rate of photosynthesis in C3 plant will decrease only because of this photorespiration mechanism. So this is all about photorespiration. If you like this video, please share it and subscribe it. Thank you.